didn't go your way, but you were really in it. I guess it shows its fine margins. If you take your chances, you're through to the round of 16.
Definitely. That's what we've picked up, that it's the efficiency. The teams that we play, they don't need a lot of chances to hurt you. We saw today even the half chances that they got, they hit the pole. So they just wait for that moment to hurt you. And whereas us on the other side, we had so many chances throughout the tournament. And our efficiency, our conversion rate is probably not the best. But I'm just proud of the boys for the effort, for the fight, and the ability to play our own football. That's what we're proud of. People thought we were going to come here and be defensive, but no, we played our football. So I'm just proud of the boys. There's a lot of lessons to take, definitely. And we can only be proud of how far we've come. And I think we've put Mamelodi Sundowns and South African football on the map, and people will take a keen interest now in it.
Is it hard to take that you guys have 4 points and, some other, FIFA tournaments, 4 points is more than enough to move on?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when before we came here, our objective was 4 points, and we thought that would be enough. Normally it's enough, but it wasn't to be, and obviously we know where we let ourselves down was obviously the Dortmund game. So we're so disappointed, but also proud of the achievement. We came here with the objective. Yes, we wanted to go on to the next round, but it wasn't to be. But just the ability to play our football, to compete, and just to show that we can compete at this level is amazing.
In terms of any frustrations for this game particularly, because we look at it like you guys were playing really well. It's just like, where do you think it went wrong today?
Like I said, the efficiency once again. We had 1 or 2 chances, and you're not going to get so many chances at this level. And the 1 or 2 chances that we got, especially in the first half, the big chance that the keeper saved, I mean, that is key, and the other teams, they get a half chance and they punish you. So, it's been a story of South African football, for many, many years, where our conversion rate is not the best, but we need to keep working. We need to keep working hard, try and fine-tune it, because that is the difference between being in the next round and being out.
Do you look at the performance overall and think to yourself, man, when we go back to the Betway Premiership, the level is high. It almost feels like the FIFA Club World Cup shows you where you need to beef up, but when you compare to back home, perhaps even the mistakes, you can get away with a few things, but your level is just going to soar from here onwards.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we can't go backwards now. We need to keep climbing in, and that's the mentality at Sundowns. It's always what's next, what more can we achieve. And this year, there were so many good things, but so many bad things as well. Carling Black Label lost in the final. Obviously, the Champions League lost in the final, and here now in this tournament as well. So there is things that we need to work on, that we need to fine-tune. And it's so difficult, when we're playing in the league and we get away with so many things, and we don't get exposed. So hopefully, the other teams can obviously beef up, be stronger, make it more competitive, and just let African football in general grow, because we saw now that all the African teams are out. None of us made it through. So that means, that there is something missing, So hopefully this season, all the teams can beef up, be stronger, and use this as a benchmark, going into the new season.
Where are those sort of fine margins in terms of African football and the other clubs here at the Club World Cup?
The efficiency, the conversion rate. When we watched Al Ahly yesterday, how many chances did they have to wrap the game up in the second half? And us as well, even against Dortmund when it was 1-0, we had 2 or 3 chances to make it 2-0, and we didn't. And then today again, the 1 or 2 chances we had, we don't put it away, and then you get punished, and that's very small margin. So I think the most important thing is the conversion rate, is the efficiency in front of goal, because I think defensively, the African teams have been good, they've been solid. Yes, of course, we made so many mistakes against Dortmund, and that is uncharacteristics of Mamelodi Sundowns, to make so many mistakes. But I think defensively we've been good, we've been solid, and we showed that we can compete.
Over 50 games this season. How are you guys going to spend the next few weeks? I know you're hungry to get back to the next season because of, like you said, all the near misses.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's time to clear our mind. It's been a long training season for all of us. We've competed, I think, in 5 or 6 competitions, traveled all over the world, played so many games. It's tough, mentally. It's not easy, especially when there's setbacks, when you don't win or when you don't lift the cup, and then it hurts even more, and then you feel the aches, you feel the pains, you feel the injuries, and then it just feels like like things is just worthless, But this is now the time, the perfect time for us to get away from each other, miss each other a bit, and just come back stronger in the next, I think, 3 weeks. Because in a month's time, the Betway Premiership is starting, the MTN8 is starting, and knowing Mamelodi Sundowns, we want to go and win everything again.
Thanks, Ronzo.
Based on your matches so far, you faced some of the best clubs in the world. So how do you compare the quality of African football to the clubs that you have faced?
Yeah, I mean, we've shown that the margins are very small. We showed that we can compete. We showed that we've got the talent, we've got the players to compete at the highest level. So we just need to believe, and we just need to keep knocking on the door. And we showed, I mean, ourselves, Esperance, even Al Ahly, got some points at this tournament where people didn't give us opportunity. And some of us got wins as well. So that's amazing. We need to build on this and just keep growing African football. African football is in a very good space, and we need to use this tournament as a benchmark for all of us to keep growing and getting better.
Last question.
To the Masandawana, thank you so much. We appreciate you guys for being with us throughout the season. There were good moments, bad moments, moments where we cried, where we celebrated together, but you guys stuck through it with us. You guys were our extra man. You kept beating those drums. Even here, all the way in America, we heard you guys, we made noise. So let us all take a break now. Be proud of your team, be proud of what they achieved. And, next season, let's go again. We're going to need you, because it's not going to be a long break for Sundowns, and then it's back to the Betway Premiership, MTN8. So we're going to need the energy from the Masandawana, the fans, and to all the South Africans who got behind us. We saw all the messages. Thank you guys for supporting and wishing us well. It's well received. So yeah, be proud of what the boys achieved at the tournament.
Thank you. That's it. Thank you.